Hi vlog, in this video I'll be doing some advanced questions which is based on the topic waves and sounds, and let's start the video. This session will be very interesting because most of the people will fail at this particular point. Okay, let's see. Let's see the first question. A small source of sound moves on a circle as shown in the figure, and an observer is standing on O. Let N1 and N2 and N3 be the frequencies heard. The source is at A, B, C. So, what is the data we can get? At point A, the frequency is N1, and at the point B, the frequency is N2, and at the point C, the frequency is N3. Okay, after this, the frequency heard at the sources A, B, C, okay, respectively. Then what is the frequency order? They're asking what is the frequency order. And one more thing, if they are given with a diagram, means trust me, the entire question will be in the diagram. Okay, and this will be a data will be given, and just by observing this diagram, you can easily extract the answer. So at this point, the frequency is N1. At this point, the frequency is N2, and at this point, the frequency is N2. At this point the frequency is n3. So we can observe that the frequency of n1 is moving away from the observer, right? Away from the observer, right? So n1 is always obviously less than n, should be always less than n. And then at the point b, the sound is again appearing towards him. Okay, again appearing towards him. So n2 is obviously greater than n, and n3 is perpendicular to the person. So n3 is equal to n. So what we can conclude, at the point A, n1 will be always less than n. At point B, n2 will be greater than n. At point C, n3 which is equal to n. So how we can get this frequency order? It's very easy. What is equal to n? Place that in center. Okay, after that, so we have b as n2 is greater than n, so this is equal to n means n2 will be placed in front of this and with greater than symbol. If n1 is less than n means, so n3 will be greater than n1, so we can place this. So we can easily conclude that option B is the right answer, and the order is n1 is greater than n1 is less than n3, and n3 less than n2. This is the order. If you ask any cheat trick for the first one, is very easy. If the motion is in circular, means we can actually conclude that directly. Know this, muck up this. This will be the answer for you. That means n2 is greater than n3 is greater than n1. If they have given with any frequency values, for example 1 2 3 means the largest one will be in place in center, second largest will be in front of that, and third largest will be after that. So the order will be 2 3 1. So this is how we can actually solve the first question. And then let's see the second question. A police car moving at 22 meter per second and chases a motorcyclist, and the policeman sounds his horn at 176 hertz, while both of them move towards a stationary siren of frequency 165 hertz. Calculate the speed of the motorcyclist if it is given that he does not observe any beats. See, I'll tell you both the conventional and the cheat trick for this. Both the conventional and cheat trick for this, and let's observe. See, they have clearly mentioned that if it is given that he does not observe any beats. See, if he does not observe any beats means whatever the given speed is there, that will be the answer. So we can actually mark this B as answer directly. If he does not observe any beat means, if we observe any beat means it will vary. Okay, and let's see the conventional method. See here, N1 is the frequency of the police car horn heard by the motorcyclist. If he observe, okay, heard by the motorcyclist, and N2 is the frequency of the siren horn, okay, by the motorcyclist, heard by the motorcyclist, and B2 is the speed of the motorcyclist. Then you know the formula, N1 is equal to 300 minus V divided by 300 minus what is the speed of that police car, okay, and into multiplied with the frequency which is produced by the horn produced by the police car. And then n2 is 300 plus V, because he was the police car is behind the motorcycle, that's why you have put minus over here. If it is in front of that, that will be added as plus over here, so that's why. And n2 is equal to 300 plus V, this is siren sound, and the frequency of the siren sound is 165 hertz, and divided by 330. Okay, so just by subtracting n1 minus n2, we're gonna get 0, and so therefore the velocities remain same. Velocity is 22 meter per second, and that's how we can solve this question. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and happy learning.